Hello, book nerds. My name is Kelsey. I am brand new here, so please be nice. What I wanted to do today is just talk a little bit about Matthew Quick's new book called Every Exquisite Thing. I actually got an arc of this a little bit earlier this month. They had them at a used bookstore in Memphis. And so I jumped all over this because I've heard really good things about Matthew Quick, and I love the movie Silver Linings Playbook. But essentially, this is a YA contemporary, and it follows the character Nanette O'Hare. She is in high school, she is in soccer, she knows what she wants to do with her life, and she is the apple of her parents' eye, and she just is in a really good place in life, but she's still really unhappy. And then her teacher gives her a copy of this book called The Bubblegum Reaper, which I don't think that's a real book, but if it was, I would 100% read that shit, just from the title alone. But so she reads this book, and it kind of starts to change the way that she looks at things. Whenever he gifted it to her, told her that it is a book for misfits, and that's why he thinks that she might like it. It's no longer in print, it's a cult classic, but he prints off this manuscript for her, and so she reads it, and she loves it and thinks it's the greatest thing, and he gets her in touch with the author. And so through meeting the author, she meets a couple other different characters and starts to kind of slowly change her life. Which I realize this pitch does not sound wonderful, but I really loved this book. It's kind of coming of age, self-discovery type thing going on, so it's very character driven. It's not very plot driven. Things do happen in the plot, but it's mostly what happens like in her head, her reflection upon the things that happen in her life. And she kind of, a lot of this book is just deciding who you want to be in society, really. Like how much of yourself should be dictated by what other people say, and how much you are willing to give up if other people don't like it, and if it's not gonna work for them, and if that works for you, and how to thrive, and just how to sort all of that out, and which I am 25 years old, and I have not figured that out yet, but it's a process. And the book was really well written. It is so charming. I love the characters, every single one, even one of them who's a little bit crazy, but I'm not gonna spoil who that is for you. Every single character is very definable and is very, like, well drawn out. Like, there are no characters in there that are one-dimensional. I feel like not the author of the book, not Nanette, not her parents, not anyone else that she meets in this book. And so I really love how he broke down the characters and how they are their own people. Even outside of the book, they have their own things going on. Read this book. That is essentially what I'm trying to get at here. It takes me back to high school when there were risks with everything that Nanette does, but it's still different from being an adult and doing these same things. I wanted to leave you with a quote from this book that I feel like really just drives it home and what it is that this whole book is about. Okay, this quote is from the author of The Bubblegum Reaper in this book, and it says, "Here's something else I know. You are not doomed to be your parents. You can break the cycle. You can be whomever you want to be. But you will pay a price. Your parents and everyone else will punish you if you choose to be you and not them. That is the price of freedom." And I just thought that was really beautiful, and it goes on into a whole other paragraph, but it is so wonderful, you guys. Pick it up. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, which doesn't happen that often. But I really want to pick up some of his other books now. I just finished Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock, and I have not actually read Silver Linings Playbook, but that is next on my list as well. So please read this book. It is so good. And that is all I'm going to say about that. You will find out the rest for yourself. But again, my name is Kelsey. Thanks for having me on BookTube. I hope to meet a lot of you, and goodbye.